Today's sewing project, book sleeve. Outer fabric, inner fabric, fusible fleece, and thread. First we need to measure the book. And then we'll add, I'm going to add 1.5 and then a 0.5 approximately for the seam allowance. So that's going to be 15 total. 19. And I'm going to do the seam allowance, maybe another inch. So that's 20. 15 and 20. That'll give me plenty of room to make a mistake. I just need half the amount because my fabric is folded in half. So I'm just going to cut it here. I'm going to cut it at 11. Cut the fusible fleece. Good Lord, how imperfect can we make this? Let's see. I think this needs to go on top so I can see what in the world I'm doing. Okay, that's one bit. Okay, now that I got the majority cut, I'll make them all the same size. I've done a preliminary ironing just to flatten it out a little bit. And now I'm going to put my fusible fleece on top and iron that down. This is the inside of the fabric, inside, and I'm going to sew the tops together because I did remember that I wanted this at the bottom. So I'm going to sew here, and I'm going to sew here, and then flip it open and iron. So I've got to get my sewing machine out now. Right sides together. I'm going to start over here at the bottom, work my way around, and stop here. But I'm going to make sure I get these seams going to be perfectly matched up because that'll end up being the top. Cut the corners. I'm going to iron this now so it's a little sharper looking. I'm going to roll it to get the best edge I possibly can, which keeps it about as big as it'll get. And of course I'm a little nervous that I made it wrong with my measurements, but we'll see. All right, now I just have to stuff the inside into the outside. The lining you definitely have to roll so you can get it good in there. And I'm just going to top stitch all along the edge pretty close to the top. Should I use one of my fancy stitches? Clovers, or maybe a couple of these. These are neat. You won't be able to see them, but I'll know they're there. That's what I think I'll do. I'll do straight, and then when I get to the middle, if I remember, because I tend to forget stuff, I'm going to do a little bit of that number 72. No, not 72, 60. Almost done, and then we'll see if the book fits. Gosh, it's going to be close. There's Peaches singing. Boy, that's a lump right there. Maybe I should take this off. Oops. Okay. Number 60. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, you can't see it there. And you can just see it here. I think you can see. I know I can see this one better. Now to get the book in here. I could probably make the lining a little thinner. I can feel it kind of being too bulky here. So if the book is almost fitting but doesn't quite, then I'm going to do that. I'll thin out the inner lining and it'll give it a little bit more room down there. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, it fits. It fits perfectly. This is great. And that took like maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. I think it's good. It looks like it sits in there a little crooked, but I think it's the fabric. Obviously, it's not the book. Yeah, it's a little bunched up here. I think I might trim the lining a little more because it feels really bunchy right here. And then I think the book might lay in there better. I took some of the bulk out of the bottom of the lining, and so now it fits in there nice and even. I love it. I'm going to do another one. Here it is. It's a good size. I can stick my notebook in there. And I still have lots of room to put other things. Or I love it. Of course, I love the fabric, and that makes a big difference. This turned out good. I really like it. There's plenty of room for other stuff because I was afraid I was going to make it too small. Because the one that I made in between these two was very small, and I could fit a book in there, those older paperbacks, but the newer size paperbacks like this one can fit this one perfectly.